Fixed loss. How fixed income is ruining your financial future. Hey, you there, planning to invest in fixed income? Before celebrating that guaranteed return, let me ask you, do you want to get rich or just survive? Because believe me, the financial market is a jungle, and fixed income is the direct way to the comfort zone that will leave you behind. I am the Krypto Kaiser, the cynical mentor you didn't ask for, but who you need. Let's get to the point. If you think you're playing safe, I'm here to show you you're playing wrong. Hold it, because today I'm going to blow up all the illusions you have about your security strategy financial. Fixed income is for those who are afraid to risk. You think you're being prudent, right? Betting on safety, on the predictable. Well, here's a hard truth. Fixed income is not security, it is stagnation. While you celebrate those miserable interest rates, inflation is eating up your savings for breakfast. You're like the guy who hides money under his mattress and thinks he's playing smart. Now imagine this, you're in a boat that is flat. Every little pledge you get in the fixed income is like using a spoon to take water that comes in non-stop. Meanwhile, inflation is the current that pulls you to the bottom. You may feel like you're struggling, but the hard reality is that you're sinking slowly and elegantly. If you really want to sail, it's better to exchange the spoon for a bomb and tidy up the boat. Because relying on fixed income is like rowing with your hands in a rough river, tiring and absolutely ineffective. Let me tell you a story. I met a guy named Alan who swore that fixed income was the holy grail of financial security. I earn 5% a year, he said proudly, as if he had discovered the formula for success. Then came inflation, eating 6% of your savings every year. In the end, he was poorer, but still celebrating the safe return. This is what I call illusory security. You think you're winning, but you're slowly losing. If you don't want to be the next Alan, it's time to open your eyes. The truth is that fixed income attracts those who are afraid to risk, but fear has never been a good financial advisor. While you are attached to the idea of safety, the world out there is moving at high speed. Cryptocurrencies, startups, alternative investments. These are the opportunities for those who want to be in control. And the best, they do not wait for those who are still. So, before you put your money in something as safe as a locked vault with a lost password, ask yourself, do you want stability or do you want to grow? Because in financial game, stability is just another word for stay behind. Fixed income kills innovation. Do you want to know why fixed income is so attractive to some? Because it's easy, predictable, and gives that false sense of control. But let me tell you something. Real money is not made in the predictable, it's made in chaos. Fixed income is the financial equivalent of using a brick cell while the rest of the world is in the metaverse. Who invests in fixed income is essentially signing a pact with mediocrity. See, startups are reinventing how we live and work. Cryptocurrencies are breaking the traditional rules of money. Alternative investments are creating wealth in places you can't even imagine. Meanwhile, you're stuck with a contract that promises 3% per year, as if it's something to celebrate. And don't come to me with the argument that it is safe. Safe is not to waste the potential of your portfolio in a market that is changing at an exponential pace. Think of one single thing that changed the world and came from something predictable. I hope. Nothing revolutionary came from a place where everyone is safe. Elon Musk did not build rockets by betting on savings. Satoshi Nakamoto did not create Bitcoin by investing in government bonds. The future belongs to the bold, not those who hide behind tiny percentages that barely outstrip inflation. And you still think fixed income is the way? Let me be honest. It's not just a bad choice, it's a choice that keeps you away from the biggest opportunities of your life. While you're there, streaming on VHS, innovations are pumping in high resolution. And do you know who profits from it? People who dared to get out of the bubble of security. So, do you want to keep sitting and watching the world go by? Or will you finally play on this board where the future is decided? The choice is yours, but I hope you do the right one. Fixed income is the refuge of those who lost the game. I'll get right to the point. If you're on fixed income, you've given up dreaming. It's like a player who lost so bad that decided never to enter the field again. I understand that losing money is real, but hiding in a safe strategy is not the solution. You're just watching the game from outside, while others are accumulating victory. Let me tell the story of Julia, a friend who had everything to grow financially. She made a good money early in life, but after a bad investment, she took refuge in fixed income. "At least here I don't lose anything," she said. But while it was content with 4% per year, others were growing 20%, 30%, up to 100% investing in technology, cryptocurrencies, and other high-growth markets. Years later, Julia found that her safety was actually the reason why she is. Fixed income is the perfect shelter for those who are afraid of making mistakes again. But do you know what the problem is? The world does not wait for you to regain confidence. While you celebrate a return that barely exceeds inflation, the future is being written by those who have the courage to risk. So ask yourself, do you want to be the spectator or the protagonist of your financial life? Because in the end, too much security is not strategy. It is resignation disguised as prudence. You don't understand the opportunity cost. Let me ask you a simple question. What is more important to you, security or growth? Before you answer, let me rephrase. Would you rather ensure that you will never win too much or take the calculated risk of transforming your financial life? That's exactly what we're talking about when we mention the opportunity cost. Every time you choose fixed income, you are saying no to the possibilities that could change the game completely. While you seem satisfied with your 3% annual returns, others are tripling their investments in markets that you don't even consider. Imagine the following scene. You are in a car shop. On your right, a brand new Lamborghini. On your left, an old and rusty bike, but it comes with the promise that it will never stick to the tire. Which one do you choose? If you say you prefer a bike because it is safe, congratulations, you have just described your fixed income strategy. Meanwhile, the Lamborghini driver is exploring the world, experiencing experiences, and accumulating riches you can't even imagine. The opportunity cost is not only what you lose, but what you lose by not believing that you deserve more. Fixed income is for those who do not understand that time is the most valuable asset there is. Every year you spend safe in this type of investment is a wasted year to take advantage of the exponential growth potential that other markets offer. Startups are growing, cryptocurrencies are revolutionizing money, and you're there, celebrating pennies while others are hoarding millions. And you know what's worse? You'll never make up for that lost time. The market doesn't return wasted opportunities. He just advanced, and who stayed behind gets the leftovers. So what's your plan? Keep choosing a rusty bike because you're afraid to take risks, or finally open your eyes for a Lamborghini next to you. It is not about being reckless, but to understand that every investment has a cost. The cost of not exposing yourself to calculated risk is to be eternally stuck in mediocre returns. And in financial gaming, mediocre is just another name for losers. Choose to grow, choose to explore, choose the future. The cost of opportunity has never been as high as it is now. And if you continue to ignore this, the price will be your financial freedom. Fixed income makes you blind to the future. Have you ever tried running a marathon while looking only at your own feet? That's exactly what you're doing by investing in fixed income. You are so focused on safe that you forgot to raise your head and look where the world is going. While you hold your predictable percentages, the rest of the market is turning at breakneck speed. Innovation, technology, cryptocurrencies, artificial intelligence are the watchwords of the future. And do you know what fixed income has to do with it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Remember one thing. Stability has never been simultaneous growth. Fixed income is predictable, of course, but do you know what else is predictable? A repeated movie. You already know the end before it even starts. No matter how the market evolves or what opportunities arise, fixed income always delivers the same boring story. And the worst, while you live trapped in this illusory security cycle, your competition is reaping the fruits of courage. Every minimum percentage you celebrate in fixed income is a piece of the future you are throwing away. Imagine that the financial world is a road. Some choose a slow, comfortable track, but it never takes them very far. Others choose the fast track, full of curves and uncertainties, but that offers the chance to reach unimaginable places. Fixed income is a slow track. It doesn't prepare you for the changes that are coming, and believe me, they're coming. The question is, do you want to be a spectator or an active participant in building the future? Who stands still looking in the mirror does not reach the destination. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that fixed income is totally useless. It has its place for those who have already arrived there, for those who have accumulated enough wealth and only want to protect what they have. But if you are still building your heritage, she is not your friend, she is your anchor. It's like trying to sail towards the horizon with a stone tied to the boat. You think you're moving, but in fact you're just surviving, not thriving. And life was not made to survive, it was made to grow. Finally, the biggest problem of fixed income is that it kills your vision. It gets you used to the basic, the comfortable, the good enough. But good enough will not pay your comfortable retirement, will not your dreams, and certainly will not realize you put on top. The future belongs to the bold, those who accept that volatility is just a beautiful name for opportunity. So tell me, are you ready to open your eyes and see the horizon, or will you continue stuck in the predictable darkness of fixed income? The choice is yours, but time waits for no one. If you still think that fixed income is an answer, let me congratulate you. You've succeeded. You have managed to join the VIP club of the financially stagnant. And do you know what is offered in this club? Mediocre awards, insignificant achievements, and the certainty that you will never bother anyone on top. Meanwhile, the market remains a battlefield, and the trophy never goes to those who stay hidden in the trenches. Look, I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to shake you, to take this bubble of comfort that is slowly suffocating you. Because the market is not a playground. It's PvP, my friend. It's kill. And you know who always loses? The cowards, who is content with crumbs while the audacious are building castles. Fixed income is not strategy. It is polished and well-packaged withdrawal with the label of safety. Now the choice is yours. You can continue this game of make-believe, accumulating returns that barely pay for a pizza, or you can start seeing the opportunities where everyone sees risk. And don't come to me with excuses. But Kaiser, what if I lose everything? I'll tell you a secret. The great never fear to lose, because they know that there is always another opportunity waiting for those who are attentive. Fear is a choice. Is it courage? Courage is what separates dreamers from filmmakers. So, are you ready to do what needs to be done? Ready to put aside that protective mindset and start playing to win? Yes, great. Because the world is full of opportunities waiting for you. And if not, well, continue celebrating your 3% per year. Only not surprised when he realized that he was left behind while the real players were already crossing the finish line. And before you go out, do what smart people do. Follow who knows what you are talking about. Follow the Kaiser, because I'm not here to flatter you. Here to save you from yourself. Now go out there, make your choice, and tell me, do you want to be one more in the crowd, or do you want to be the next to laugh at the top? The decision is yours, but remember, the clock is ticking.